Hello, wonderful people. You're welcome to Life of Value TV. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Thank you for always watching my content. I'm very grateful. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button. I encourage us to do more. Share this video to your friends because I know that we create good content here to add value to your life. This channel is all about adding value to your life, making you a better person. We talk about a whole lot about life, just how to make your life valuable. So today I'm going to look at the don'ts of IELTS. Um, I've been running a series on IELTS exam because I know that a lot of people are preparing for this exam. They've done it and they failed and they want to redo it, and they are still wondering how am I going to, you know, get that desired band score of their choice. So there are little things that people neglect that make them not get high band scores. So we're going to look at it today, and I know that by the time you adhere to all this that we are talking about here, it will help you prepare better. It will help you, get that desired band score that you want. So the first daunt of IELTS is when you're registering for your IELTS, please put in the email address that you can access. Many people, tend to put in inactive or email addresses that they do not have access to. And sometimes, at the end of the day, they don't know when the venue of the exams, 2 days to exam, they're running up and down, trying to make calls, shouting over there, going to the office to say, okay, where is my exam center? And maybe by the time they get there, maybe their speaking exam has passed. They put up a lot of bottlenecks for themselves. Put in an active email address because once you register, you are being contacted through your email address. It's only in rare occasions that they call you, maybe to remind you your speaking test is today, your listening and other ones are tomorrow or next tomorrow. So it's through your email they will confirm your registration, and as your exam approaches, they let you know where the venue will be, if it's in one place or it will be if it was going to be in different places. Sometimes you can do your speaking in a different place and the others in another place. Some other time you can do the both the same place, the same day, but maybe different times or different dates with different times. So your email has to be an active email. Please don't, when you're registering for IELTS, don't put in an email that is inactive. Another downside of IELTS is that you must get to your exam center early. Many people are not early risers, and peradventure your exam is for 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. You have to leave very early. It is not on the day of your exam that you start looking out for where do I locate this address. If you don't know the place, you have to make all this research prior to the day of your exam. That way, it makes the exam smooth. You get there early and you settle down before the exam. Many people get to the exam late, and there is tension because they don't know where to sit. They don't know where to sit. They don't know where to sit. You because you got there late, for IDP, MOD, I know that they use pencil. But for British Council, you can use pen. It's just about choose choice, can use pen to write. Another thing you must avoid is don't spend so much time on one question. It's not necessary. For your listening, just like I've earlier said in my videos, once you lose track, once you lose track of one question, it might affect the other your answers to the other questions. So what you need to do, you have to get focused. Even if you don't know number one, you listen for the second one. Because once you lose touch, it might make you, fail or not even being able to answer all the questions. So you must not focus on one question because you didn't get it. You're wasting time. 40 questions in 30 minutes. It means you have to be fast. You have to be fast. So don't waste time answering one question. Another thing you must avoid in your reading is hmm, I would say you reading the whole paragraph. Reading the whole paragraph. You don't have that time. You must learn how to scan. Call it scanning, scanning through the essays, the paragraph of the comprehension, whatever you call it. You must learn how to scan through, because the answers you need are just one way around. So you may be able to scan it. You must learn how to scan through long passages, long comprehensions, to be able to see the answers, get the answers, and note it. Because if you don't have that luxury of time to read that long paragraph and start answering one after the other, you don't have that luxury. You don't have that luxury of time. So you must learn how to scan through and be able to get your answers. Another thing you must not do is I've talked about time management here. Always try to leave out, even if it's 5 seconds, to run through your answers before they say stop. Just like you're listening, you're giving time to transfer your answers to the main answer sheet. You write on your question paper, then you're giving time to transfer. You know, you must be able to, work with the timing of the exam. Don't be left out. Not when they say okay, start transferring, or you don't have to transfer your answers to the main sheet. You're trying to still answer questions. Do things as you're being instructed to do. Don't lag behind. Be fast. It's a time-based exam. It's time-based. So you must strive to see that you meet up with time. Now, let me get to writing. Before your exam, try and learn new vocabulary. Yes, you already know how to speak. Yes, you know how to write, but you need to get new vocabularies. Learn how to write with new words. Open your dictionary, learn new words. Open the internet, learn new words. Your writing should not be like a baby is writing. You should be able to understand what the question is and be able to give answers. You need to don't answer off, topic or off point. You are being asked to give your opinion. You wrote, I couldn't even give an opinion. You are being asked to, do you agree or you don't agree? And after writing, you're not even able to say I agree or I don't agree. Sometimes you can agree and say to some extent I don't agree, but you state your reasons. So you must be able to understand your question and be able to represent the answers as required. So don't go off topic. Don't go off topic. Even you're speaking, when you are being asked question, don't go off topic. You know, speak. Even if you don't know that thing, try and speak in line with what you have been asked. Don't they're asking you about culture and you're talking about art. You're talking about something else. You know, so you have to be calm and calculated. And you're speaking, give a, for example, make a good impression. Yeah, make good first impression. You know, beam with smiles, speak, you know, speak naturally. Don't fake your accent. You want to do phonetics, you want to do diction, you want to speak like Oyibo. No, 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 no. You need to speak as much as you can, the natural way you speak. It makes more sense to the examiner because you're a native speaker, you're speaking naturally, but you're speaking fluently. So don't fake the phonetics. It might, piss off the examiner and you not get the required band score that you deserve. So don't fake your accent. Don't try to be a perfectionist. Speak naturally, but don't speak quietly. Don't speak like you're counting words. Can you tell us, have you ever received a gift? I think I have. Don't speak quietly. Speak with coherence. Speak like the normal way you speak, but not like you're so quiet. No, speak very well. Speak coherently, fluently, and understand what you're being asked. You can ask the examiner, please, pardon me if you didn't hear what, pardon, if you didn't hear what the examiner asked you, the examiner might rephrase or ask you, explain the question to you for you to understand what exactly you're being asked to say. Now, in your speaking, stop using for example. You know, over in the internet, you see where they're telling you, yeah, it's good to expand your answers. Yeah, it's good to expand your answers, especially in part one and three. It's good to expand your answers. Now, in expanding your answer, people think by giving examples. Yes, it's good to expand your answers with example, but don't say, for example. For instance, try to coin your sentences if, to now introduce the words like just or just like to introduce your examples or such as to introduce your example. Not just don't say for instance, for example. No, 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 no. Don't do that. It's not nice. It's not to give you more marks. But when you're speaking and you just such as or just like you're not bringing your example, it shows you're more than even an expert user. So learn to speak with that thing, for example or for instance. Then um, don't give no for an answer. Have you ever traveled? Have you ever traveled to a place you've never been before? Don't say no, I have not. No, don't give no for an answer. Don't give no for an answer. Even if you've not traveled, you can say, okay, recently I've not gone to a country that I've never been before. I've not gone to a vacation, but in the past I traveled or I used to go to some place or I have traveled to. Just say something. Don't give no for an answer. It makes even the examiner look stupid and it also makes you look not like you don't know what you're doing. Say something. Say something. And more especially listen to instructions. It will not be so nice that the exam you're being your exam paper is taken away from you because you refused or you were talking to your neighbor. See, everybody's serious in the exam. Don't distract your neighbor. Do what you can do. Anyone you don't know, leave it and go to the next. Because it's time based, you don't have the luxury of time to now spend the whole time, you know, on one and question. So move with the pace of the exam. I've told you that in the exam, don't just write normal words we're used to. Before the exam, prepare, learn new vocabularies, and learn how to situate your answers. Learn how to write well. Don't just write like a nursery school student. You know, being able to bring, to answer the questions you're being asked and answer it very well. If you're asked to put in experiences, put in experiences. If you're asked to put in examples, put in examples. If you're asked to either just know, is there an opinion? Is it a letter? Is it something I need to disagree? You must reflect on what you want to write before you start writing. And do not write, you know, less than the word count required. The first part of the writing is 150 words, the second part is 250 words. Don't write 100 words for the first and come and write 150 words for the second. You lose marks. You will lose marks. You want to get a high band score, then exceed that 150. Exceed it, be exact 150 to 50. But if you can exceed it, not just writing nonsense or repeating yourself, exceed it with wonderful, words, write up. I assure you're going to have a big, high band score. IELTS is easy if you can prepare. Don't go to the IELTS exam unprepared. If you go unprepared, you will not achieve the best band score you deserve to achieve. Prepare. So I will continue with this dance because like there are a lot of things you're not supposed to do, and many people do it without knowing that you're not supposed to do it, and it reduces their mark. So friends, if you're not subscribed to this channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Hit the subscribe button, support your girl, and share the video to your friends. Thank you.